public gooning. Public gooning. Public gooning. The word. I hate the. Who? Which one of these streaming niggas made that word? I hate that word. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I seen a TikTok, I think an Instagram reel, bro. I don't know what it was, bro. These kids was playing on a sling, bro. And this nigga, the little nigga said, "No, Diddy, let me push you behind. Let me push behind you." I was disappointed. I was sad. What happened to pause? Just pause. I'm gonna need y'all to let go of no Diddy. I need that shit to be cut. I need that shit to be cut. Immediately. Cut. Demolished. Get rid of.
Thought about gooning in public? Okay, I
No.
know that's a crazy way to start off this video, but I feel like we just gotta get straight to the point. Like, have y'all ever thought about that?
No.
Just going out into public, you know, and gooning away? Probably not, because of two main reasons. Number one, it's illegal. There's a chance you can be put in jail from gooning in public, and you could also be put on the RSO, which I'm sure none of you want to be put on the RSO or want to go to jail. At least I'd hope. And then number two, because it's very weird. I feel like many of us can agree that if you go out in public and goon, it's odd. Gooning is something that, like, okay, this is gonna be a crazy video already. I'm gonna just say that right now. But like, gooning, it's something you do in private, and to do that in public, it's very creepy. But the thing is, right, some people are just so gooned out to the point where it becomes an addiction, right?
He said so gooned out, bro. What timeline am I living?
They've gooned so much to the point where they don't get pleasure looking at a screen and gooning anymore in their room. And the only way they can get pleasure now is by going out in public and gooning. And this year, I swear, there's been so many cases of public gooners, and we're going to be talking about them in this video. We're going to start off with the most known public gooner that you all may already know.
Yeah. Now this guy. I don't even know how to say his name. I do know. Yeah, he's the one who's infamous for public gooner activities. I just don't understand why he was so confused. I just don't get why he was so confused when he got caught. He deadass looked like it was like he looked at the person recording like, why are you acting like that type of look?
Nick Malone. I'm sure we've all heard about his story by now, but if you haven't, I'm gonna tell y'all. So Nautica Malone was this 27-year-old married man with a kid who seemed to have a huge gooning issue. And he seemed to have the type of gooning issue where you can't get off to the regular stuff. So what he decided to do one day is go to a place called Bikini Beans, which is pretty much like a Starbucks and a Hooters combined. You get served coffee by women in bikinis. It doesn't sound too pleasant if I'm being real. And while he was at Bikini Beans, he was gooning in his car while going through the drive-thru.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Yeah.
I don't know what made him think that this was okay. I just don't understand why he thought pulling up to the drive-thru with your dick out is okay. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable.
He looked confused, like, why'd she say that? But I ain't gonna lie, calling
with no pants on, by the way. Just bare booty cheeks on the seat, gooning in his car while driving. And one of the workers happened to be recording this because this wasn't the only time he's done something like this. And since the establishment,
I have heard that wasn't his first time. That wasn't his first time. So who? Okay, then. Okay, there has to be backstory. There has to have been somebody who let that shit slide. There has to be, because the nigga looked dead ass confused when she said something about it. So there has to be a worker.
Video. They decided to upload the video, and this video,
which is crazy.
I
ain't gonna lie. The fact that they uploaded that video, foul. I feel like they deserve some type of punishment for that. Cause like, I mean, yeah, it's OD, but like that ain't some video that you just give out to the public. I feel like that's something that's like stays in between the business. I ain't gonna lie.
And when I tell you, everyone was clowning on this man. And since everyone was clowning him, this man was drowning in embarrassment. And a day later, he decided to commit, which is very sad. Condolences to the man's family. And the craziest part is that this got turned into a meme shortly after. People referred to this as a goonicide. Even his car got turned into a meme.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like that car. That's a car that I want. And niggas... Bro, I mean, they don't do that no more. I mean, there's still a handful of people that, like, you know, still calls this car the Goon Mobile. But, bro, that's one of my favorite cars, bro. The fact that it has that type of...
The black Challenger is now referred to as the ghost of the goon, all because of this man. You can't drive a black Challenger anymore in society, or people are gonna scream, "The ghost of the goon! The ghost of the goon!" Then you had weirdos doing tributes and saying that Bikini Beans killed the man, pretty much blaming Bikini Beans for recording him and uploading it online.
I can't goon! I can't goon!
This is loser activities, loser mentality, bro. What are you doing? Now, I will say yes, uploading the video, that is definitely their fault. I am not going to sit here and lie. That is definitely their fault. Definitely. But you don't receive anything from doing this. Like, you're not like... You don't look cool. You don't. Nobody thinks like, oh yeah, I'm gonna stand up for him too, just because he's doing this. What he did was wrong. The man had his dick out, not walking up, but like driving up to a drive-through, bro. RP to him, yes, of course, but doing this is weird, loser.
But in my opinion, like, you can't get mad at Bikini Beans. I mean, this man quite literally pulled up with his pants down, gooning in his whip. Like,
he did
how
a
can you be
crime.
mad at the workers? They're just trying to work. You also had weirdos doing memorials for this man outside of Bikini Beans.
When I say his name.
Is this the same nigga? That's the same nigga!
But in my opinion, like, you can't get mad at Bikini Beans. I mean, this man quite literally pulled up with his pants down, gooning in his whip. Like, how can you be mad at the workers? They're just trying to work. You also had weirdos doing memorials for this man outside of Bikini Beans.
When I say his name, you say Nautica. Say his name! Nautica! Say his name! Nautica!
I'm going to be real, and I'm gonna be so real when I say this. Half of these niggas don't give a fuck. They're doing it because they think it's funny. Half of these niggas is probably smiling their asses off.
He quite literally sexually harassed a woman, and y'all are over here celebrating this man for content. It's
right. I ain't celebrating no nigga like this shit like that.
Very odd. Like, I feel like when it comes to the memes, right? The memes are more making fun of the situation, which it sounds so messed up. Because at the end of the day, the man died, and his daughter won't grow up with the father, and his wife won't raise the daughter with their husband. You know, it's very sad. But I feel like going out in public and holding a whole memorial at Bikini Beans for Nautica Malone when this man sexually harassed a woman, I feel like that's insane.
Loser
now, after the death of
mentality
Nautica Malone, Bikini Beans...
Because I promise you, bro, even if they do, bro, I'm sorry, but like, bro, y'all don't care that bad. Truly don't. And if y'all do, why? The nigga was fucking good. The nigga was stroking his shit in the car, bro. Now, granted, I shouldn't have, you know what I'm saying, happened to him. Shouldn't have happened to what, you know, all that damn shit that the internet did to him. And the damn bikini shit posting the video. But bro,
he decided to drop a statement saying, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the individual involved during this difficult time. This was an unfortunate and tragic situation. As a company, the safety of our employees is always our top priority. In this case, an individual chose to commit a crime at one of our locations. We take incidents like this very seriously and remain committed to protecting our team and maintaining a safe and respectful environment."
Honestly, this don't mean shit, because I mean, like, our thoughts and prayers, like, okay, like, honestly, I genuinely feel like they just said some shit just because. They probably did, but you know.
Continued support. And a lot of people online were defending Nautica Malone, saying, "I hope your business gets sued for posting that man on the internet. It's one thing to make a poor choice. It's another to be ashamed and bullied to the world. Name the employee who did it and let—"
What? This is even weird. Bro! The nigga did a crime! Maybe the nigga just didn't know, but like, even then, bro, that's weird. You don't do that.
Let's see how she likes being doxxed.
This is weird. Don't dox the girl, bro.
Is literally a Starbucks version of Hooters. They're enabling this degeneracy. Hooter girls have more clothes on, which I feel like is so stupid to defend this man, because the man, once again, quite literally sexually harassed a worker. Just because the workers are wearing bikinis, that doesn't mean you
don't
can
give
just
you the
show
right
up
to
with
just
your
do
pants
that.
down, gooning away. You think that just because a employee is wearing a bikini, you can just walk in stroking your meat? Like, you can't do that. That's insane. Is this establishment made to get money out of these weird and horny men? Most definitely.
Yeah.
But the dude quite literally pulled up with his meat out. That's weird and illegal. Stop defending this man. Don't get me wrong. I don't think the man should have offed himself because of this. I think that's very sad. Once again, his daughter not growing up with the dad, and his wife lost her husband. It's a very tragic situation. But at the same time, Nautica Malone sexually harassed a girl. Like, we can't sit here and act like he didn't. A lot of people are trying to be like, oh, why'd they post the video and stuff like that? I mean, this thing has happened before with this guy, so they just wanted to protect themselves. But that's not even the craziest public gooner case. There's another case where a man named Gary Miles pulled off a drive-by goon in Philadelphia. It's not always sunny in Philadelphia. Basically, what this man Gary Miles did is he walked into a Dollar Tree, gooned on a girl's leg, and ran out.
Is this the video where that girl is saying, "Yeah, it is. He nutted on my leg"? Is that what she's gonna say?
Look, he nutted on my leg. You're gonna help, bitch. Oh my god. He nutted on my leg.
This video.
No bullshit. I hope she's okay, and I hope that nigga I'm pretty sure he got locked up, but like, how do you get away with that? How did he get away with that? How did... I don't know.
It was genuinely so sad because this woman is crying while saying this. These public gooners gotta go. Now, as you could see, the man ran off before the cops could arrive, and this video was posted on the internet, and it went mega viral.
It did.
Went so viral
I seen it.
Philadelphia legend Meek Mill chimed in, offering $2,000 to who could find the man. Let's play Manhunt with him today in Philly. Some community service. I got 2 bands for his low, but you gotta connect. Which I like that. Meek Mill's trying to crack down on these weirdos in Philly. He doesn't want these weirdos taking over his city. He also said, just go live with him. Don't pursue him. It gotta actually be you. Philly's small. People know where this creep ass dude at. Get him the out of here. We need community protection also, which is facts. But also at the same time, this man saying go live with him, it's kind of funny. It's like, oh, I found the guy who gooned on the girl's leg. I'm gonna just go live. Hey, Meek Mill, I'm live. I got him right here. Like, that's just kind of... That's insane. But hey, Meek Mill has said some wilder things, you know, like asking for vibrating pants. Another insane part about this whole case is that the man's t-shirt while doing this said, "It's not going to lick itself," with a candy cane on it. This man is the most freaked out human being on this planet. This is disgusting. This is a sick human. But later, this guy ended up turning himself in. He was on the run, but I guess post-nut clarity hit, and the man decided to take a stroll over to the police station, and he was charged with indecent assault, indecent indecent exposure, open lewdness, and harassment. And crazy enough, this wasn't his only time doing something like this. Between April 2011 and December 2021, Gary Miles was arrested at least 5 times on charges including indecent assault, indecent exposure, open lewdness, disorderly conduct, and burglary. 5 times within 10 years? Jesus, man. Now, one of those 5 cases actually involved him breaking into a family's house while being exposed.
Deja recalls waking up to Miles standing at the bed where she slept next to her mom, who was pregnant.
See a man over my mother. He's exposing himself.
Miles was arrested and had several court appearances.
I ain't gonna lie, I know he ain't kill nobody, or you know what I'm saying? He ain't do nothing to no harm. Well, no, he harmed people. I ain't gonna lie, that's harming. But he ain't like put no like yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, give him life. Give him life. Don't let him back out. He's just gonna keep doing it. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Weird.
He had said he had been in our house several times before the day that we saw him.
This man is truly a sick human being. And throughout the research of this video, I couldn't find him being in jail, unfortunately. I hope he's in jail, but if he's not, that's gonna be bad, because he's probably just gonna keep on doing this again. But you know who else is a sick human? A man named Joshua Scornavacci, who was a 37-year-old man who drove 150 miles to watch a Korn concert. Korn is a band. For y'all that don't know. And while watching the concert, he decided to just start gooning out of nowhere. And concert goers noticed this, and they decided to start recording because this is weird. This is disgusting. Get this man going. And he just kept stroking away.
I ain't gonna lie, a nigga like me would have threw something at him. Throw off his rhythm. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Why? What are you actually gaining from doing this? Like, bro. Smack him. Smack that nigga. Beat that. Yeah. I like that.
And I don't know what's crazier, gooning at a concert or gooning to the song that he's gooning to. How are you gooning to metal? And it's crazy because this guy definitely heard everyone around saying,
right.
He just didn't care. Like, you went to a concert, you went there to hear the music and feel the vibes, right? You can definitely hear these people around saying ill. They're closer to you than Korn is on stage. And the worst part is that this guy only stopped after getting punched in the head by one of the concert goers. He didn't stop after hearing people say ill and stuff like that. He stopped after getting punched in the head, which I'm glad he got punched because
deserved.
There's kids around in this stadium. But after that, the police came to take him away.
Good. Yeah, take that loser away, bro. Take that loser away. You drove 120-something miles to publicly stroke your shit to a heavy metal song or a heavy metal concert. You're a loser.
He was later charged with lewdness and resisting arrest. But since then, he's been released and due in court sometime this month. This actually happened.
He needs a life.
And this story is so wild to me because, like, you're telling me that you drove all these miles and spent all this money to beat off at a concert? You could have just done that in the comfort of your own home, man. Like, without wasting any money or any time or any gas, you know? This man put wear and tear on his car just to beat off at a concert.
Hey.
It's so insane to think about. But this man is so gooned out to the point where he doesn't think like that. This man was just thinking about the rush that he was going to get beating off at the Korn concert. He was chasing that next high. And that next high was gooning at the concert. You know, he couldn't get off in his room anymore.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Like, I just can't imagine myself, like, just pulling out my meat and gooning around a bunch of people, especially at a concert. Are we being dead serious right now? Another place I couldn't imagine myself gooning at is school. Yet, there's so many people out there that goon at school. Crazy enough, there's actually been this video that I saw on TikTok recently where these girls were doing a study date at their university. And while they were doing this study date, a dude sat super close to them and started gooning
Loser. Loser. just loser. Loser. What is this video?
At school, like that's a place where you got to show up every day. I understand at a university you don't see the same people every day as much as like let's
they
say
don't give a no right.
Middle school, right? But still, like, how can you just goon at school? It's so weird. But hey, maybe he wasn't a student, you know? Maybe he just decided to go to a college campus to goon to the students, which would make it even more weird. If I'm being real. I kind of doubt that though because there's a backpack laying in front of him. Unless the man bought a backpack.
Even then, bro. Bro, no, bro. I don't care, bro. You're not a student. You are a student, bro. Either way, you are weird for that, bro. That is the highest level of scaring the hoes, nigga. What? What? Stroking your shit in front of them, nigga. That's the highest form. Ain't no form higher than that.
College campus to goon, which would make this even more insane than it already is, but I highly doubt that. I think this guy had to be a student. There's no way he wasn't a student. He looks young, he's got the backpack, he looks around their age, he's got to be a student.
He looked dumb.
Very weird.
That's what he
This
looked.
public gooning thing has got to stop, man. It's so weird. It's disgusting. Like, I can't imagine just sitting somewhere and somebody's just gooning right next to me. I'm gonna have to just punch the dude, really. I'm gonna have to do them like they did the dude at the concert gooning. All in all, my final thoughts on this whole like public gooning thing. Control your gooning before the gooning controls you. You have a gooning issue, get some help, or just don't goon at all. I feel like that's just better to do. But yeah, all that being said, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys made this far, I appreciate you. Tell me, what do y'all think is the craziest public gooning story in this video? Let me...
All of them. Honestly, the last one kind of pissed me off. Cause bro, why? Why would you do that? These girls are probably just studying, minding their business, and you over there being a weirdo. Now, I wouldn't even be mad if they just stole off on your ass. I wouldn't. I deadass wouldn't. I'd be fucking happy if they did. But they didn't. But now that video's on the internet. And I hope they find your ass and clown you for the rest of your life. I hope y'all enjoyed.